Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Miss Katie's art class, where we talk about the mural basics today, what it takes to produce a mural, very quick, very easy, very simple. And starting off, we'll talk about what is the type of mural you want to produce. Is it like a very high quality, prestigious, really, really awesome production that's going to be there for 20 to 30 years? Or are you doing a very quick, cheap, junky fix? I hate to say it like that, but like if it's not going to last for if it's gonna start chipping within a year or two, what's the point of spending all the extra time doing it the right way? You know, so you gotta know what kind of mural. You're trying to do a quick fix, or you want something that's gonna be up there for a year or two, maybe looks good for that long and then start to fall apart. So that will kick you off on all the other types, because that's where you get into the types of paints that you're gonna use. So quick fix, you can use cheap house paint. I mean, it's not cheap, but relatively less expensive than the high quality mural paint that you're going to be using. You know how typical paint, it's runny, you pour it and you can actually pour it. The paint that I use is something like that. Is that showing up in there? Yeah, you can see it's like pudding. So this is a high quality mural acrylic that is sort of like a big pile of pudding here. That's the best way I can describe it to you. But it's seriously like, it's just UV resistant, high quality mural paint. So all of it will come like that. And there's several different companies that I use often. But if you're doing a cheap mural, you can use anything. If you're doing a very high quality mural, you're gonna wanna customize, make all your colors, and I'll show you. I get these little jars, and then it's like, it pours a little bit, but it's pretty thick. It's like a big fat pudding. And that's the type of stuff that you want to use for a very high quality mural. And then you can custom make all your colors different if you like. You want to get different containers, different sizes, because typically you're going to be doing something really big, whereas you're going to need a lot of different colors yet still have the size be appropriate. There's other ways to do it too, like this is called parachute cloth. And this is like a big rolling, come here camera, follow me this way please. Nope. My camera's decided to not pay attention to my face anymore. Huh? Well, anyway, it's called parachute cloth, and that's a way to produce it. Whereas if you're doing it in a really high quality way, you want to prime the wall, prep it, make sure it's like not gonna fall apart, because what's the point of doing a mural if the canvas doesn't work very well? So if you're doing it long term, you want to use the right equipment, use the right tools, do it the right way. So gloves, safety goggles. I teach kids all the time, and I'm always making sure they know that if you're going to be scraping a wall or doing anything, you want to make sure that you're safe. So analyze your wall first. One of your best friends is going to become your measuring tape if you plan on doing this more often, because you charge by square foot. So you can just take your measurements, figure out exactly how many square feet it is approximately, and then typically these murals will go from $8 to $35 a square foot. So 1 foot, that amount of space, if you charge, let's say $20 a square foot, that's $20. So now a 10 by 10 mural will now be $2,000. Does that make sense? So that's how you charge with your sizes. Everybody's very familiar with these now, right? If you're doing any type of anything that would have dust, make sure you're covered, such as scraping, being very cautious when you don't want to work with lead paint. There's all that type of stuff to think about. I'll do a breakdown video and all this type of stuff too. If you were to ever produce something on parachute cloth, which is both of these are painted on right now, you'd mount it with this big fat pile of gel, which comes in 5-gallon buckets, specially delivered, and that's all you have to use to mount it. You still gotta prime your wall, do all this stuff. But like I said, the difference is this is paint. This isn't gonna last more than a year on a wall, right? I mean, this stuff will fade in a couple months at least. Whereas like, you want your stuff to be up there lasting for a long time. You work so hard on your design, you know, you want your design to be up there, looking sharp for the city, making everything look beautiful. Back into design, wall prep, safety, design, parachute cloth. So your design is very important, and there's all sorts of things you can get into, but you got to make sure you, one, have permission, and that permission from the owner, and that your imagery isn't going to be necessarily offensive to people who are going to see it every single day. You want stuff to be appropriate and accurate. So gotta think, who's gonna look at this every single day? It's not just slapping something on a wall. You're gonna be changing the way people feel and think every day that they pass this thing. So once you have your imagery designed and you get permission, you go to town. So yeah, prep the wall, select your paints, and make sure that you produce it the way that it's supposed to be. And then final is clear coat. You want to use a nice clear coat that's not going to yellow or stain your wall. And you got to make sure that you watch your temperatures, because if it gets below 40 degrees at night, you don't want to paint. I mean, some people, they'll paint and stuff, but the molecular structure of the paint needs to cure, which means that it does something like this. It goes from that to that. That's how I like to describe it. But yeah, you're going to completely be destroying the integrity of the whole project if you work when it's freezing. You can't paint when it's too cold. You'll see people do it. They shouldn't actually be doing that. What else is there to know? I guess it's the basics. Anyway, it's over 5 minutes. I meant to stay under 5. So bye guys, Katie Trainer here. Talk to you soon.